those on. Did it turn on? And your cell phone is your stream deck. Anyway, okay, oops, nope. Turn that back on. We can hide that now. Alrighty, so last time, basically we had a brief.
First time.
And first time, I guess. Mostly don't remember a whole hell of a lot, except for Lyra. And you basically all woke up in a dark, what turned out to be tomb or crypt, and kind of fumbled your way around the dark for finally finding your stuff so that light spells and such could be cast. Fought a gelatinous cube, because why not? And then kind of groped your way through the dark till you found your way to the entrance chamber. I'm trying to remember if you guys actually had exited and figured out where you were yet.
We were outside in the sand.
That's what it was, yes.
Yes.
So yeah, you had figured, I think...
Lyra figured out we were in Stoniel and found out that nobody knows what Stoniel is.
Yeah. And yeah.
Somebody got bored. We were looking into a room full of zombies.
Ah, yes.
That was oh so necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then we took a short rest outside too.
That's what it was, yeah. You took a short rest.
Oh, gonna love this character.
So what let's say that you're gonna
Sorry, everyone.
You say you get through your short rest easily because it's pretty not much is out here. What would you guys like to do?
I don't think we should go back
Still
inside.
night, right?
I think I said it was like, yeah, like, did I say it was evening? God damn it. This is what I will, I don't take notes.
I believe it was still night.
I believe it was. Yeah.
I think it was
We
like
had
getting,
12 hours of night left, is, I believe the phrase was said.
no, I think it was getting close to night.
I remember the Goliath getting pretty sleepy.
I think it was like, I think it was like 6 or 7 at night. So it was getting on night. Some of these you were going to take a long rest. I can't remember. I gotta take notes. But yeah, did you guys want to set up watches or?
I imagine we should take watches.
Well,
I think we should roleplay that out because this is the first time we're organizing something like
Fair.
this.
So yeah, let's
One
just
second,
say.
though, weren't we going to travel at night because it's a desert?
Ah, yes, you did mention that, didn't you? You want to walk more, do you? You're pretty energetic.
No, I want to go back inside.
Oh yes. So
You
of
all
the
wanna leave.
options. You want to go back inside, or you want to go for a walk, or not go to sleep. Yes.
I want to go back inside. You all said you wanted to walk.
I would like to sleep. Yeah, just a little snooze is all. Well, ladies, what's
Just
the decision?
ignore you for a minute and go, ladies, help!
Well, I really don't want to go back down there.
If Lyra does not want to return to the crypts, I will be staying with her.
I see. Well then, I guess actually, Quentin, if you wanted to go back inside, no one would stop you. Goodbye!
I'm gonna slip over by Lyra. Listen, lass, I don't mean to pry or anything, but she's awfully clingy. Is there a reason?
Oh, Gale?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I was her first friend? Yes? I don't know.
It's my charge.
Yeah, she keeps saying that.
I can hear
Wow.
both of you. I'm standing right here.
I mean, for the conversation.
I don't see why not.
Are you talking about me?
Used.
She's very nice, though. And she just kind of stuck around. I didn't complain. It's useful to have someone with a sword to stab things sometimes.
Ah, I have a sword as well.
That's very nice.
And I did do stabbing. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to thank you, Gale. You were very kind to save my life multiple times. That zombie's claw, it really wanted to get into my face, like right into my eye sockets, but you stepped up and you said, no, no, no.
Yep. It was generally not a good idea to let a zombie stab anyone until I need that person stabbed. So
That's
therefore,
very good
protect.
morals. And strategic
That's
as
true.
well. You might want to keep a zombie along in case, you know, if you ever decide to let them kill one of us, I suppose. If that is your strategy.
I mean, I'm not opposed, but it could go after Lyra, and then it is an issue, so no zombies. We'll be killing all of them.
So you trust Lyra quite a lot then, eh?
Absolutely. With my life. She's
Oh,
why I'm out here.
That is beautiful. That is spectacular. Quentin, would you like to possibly have such a bond as these two? You and me, death bond.
No. Nope. 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 No.
I'll ask again.
In case I wasn't clear, no.
Speaking of, is Quentin still sitting on Lyra's shoulder?
He is.
Okay.
He was
Just
sitting on
checking.
her. He was literally sitting on your shoulder. I'm sorry, I should have said that a little more clear, and talking directly into your ear.
I just
He
remembered
wasn't
that.
whispering though. He easily heard. He doesn't care.
Lyra is very interested to have this little fairy on her shoulder. Like, oh, is this
Gail
fun?
is not pleased that there is just a fairy sitting on the shoulder. She's just like 5 feet away, like staring, like, no, get it off. Get it off.
Especially the
Darn it,
fairy that
get
likes
it
to
off.
fly into rooms and start fights.
Yeah, seriously. This is a problem.
But I don't think she likes me.
No.
I mean, that's fair. She doesn't like many people. She haven't met too many people, but most of which she didn't like.
Well, in this case, it might be a good judge of character. She might be having a good judge of character. But
Should we not like you?
I don't know yet.
Are you
I'm a
are you
little-
in danger? You
Well,
probably.
I think I was in danger.
Well, I think
not
we all
real
were
sure
in
at this point
danger,
in
but
time.
are you a danger?
I try not to be.
That's fair enough.
But I
That's
do
very
occasionally get into troubles I shouldn't have.
Well, that's also quite fair.
So quick question then. So if we're choosing to be a much weaker bond of friendship between the four of us, is this a democracy or is this a dictatorship? If that's the case, I'm assuming Lyra is the dictator. She has made many of the decisions.
She just kind of snorts a little bit.
Well,
like,
if I look at this strategically, and I may be off on this again,
Uh-huh.
I'm a little soft in reason of things, but as I look at us, we have 4 people. The big one points the thumb over at Gil. Is just going to do whatever this one says. So that's 2 votes. That means the best we can ever do if we don't agree with Lyra is to split a vote. So I'm thinking we're just kind of stuck with Lyra doing whatever Lyra decides.
Dictatorship then. Well, if that's the case, the
I
decision...
let's go with authoritarian.
And what's the difference?
I don't know. It just sounds better.
All
I
right,
could go into the
then.
details, but I really don't think you're interested, so.
I really could be, but I'm probably not. So anyways, our authoritarian dictator, Lyra, you have decided that we will not be going back into the place where we were kidnapped and possibly used in some sort of evil sacrifice or ceremony of some sort. Anywho, so what are we going to do then, Malige?
She
Oh,
like
that's
snorts
not going to get
again.
annoying at all.
Sorry.
Did I say that out loud?
Hmm?
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
I know.
I'm trying to remember my inside words.
I know your friend, you said you wanted to rest. Is that correct?
Oh, who, me? Yes,
Yes,
I was
you.
saying that I would like to rest, yes.
All right. And Quentin, you also you wanted to go back into the crypt, but we are not doing that. Out of the other option, continuing to walk or resting, what would you prefer?
Well, let me put it this way. We're not going back in?
We are not going back in.
Are we sure on that one?
I am not going back in, which means Gail is not going back in. You're perfectly welcome to go back in if you'd like. But...
We are sure on that one. In that case, I would helpfully suggest that we don't sleep right by the door.
That was probably a good idea. We might
So maybe
come back.
travel at least a couple of hours, because you said something about we need to go south. I don't know why, but I just nodded and I'll approve. I have no clue where we are. But yeah,
South
maybe
would
go
get us out of the
south
desert, hopefully.
a couple of hours.
All right. Is that agreeable with you, your friend?
Me? Oh, yes.
All right.
You call me... Oh, yes, because I am your friend. Yes, I see.
I mean,
yes,
that is what you told us to call you.
yes, I am your friend. I'm
Right.
confused, but that's all right. So you seem to be aware of this this area, this desert. You called it Stony Ale. So you probably could guide us. You were saying possibly south.
Potentially. I'm not the best at like directions. I just know that we need to go south. That would be the easiest way out of the desert.
And,
deserts tend to not be like the best place.
Can the Goliath kind of try to figure out like which way north is?
I'm trying to say. I'm gonna say you can make a survival check with disadvantage unless someone's helping you, and then it's a straight roll because you don't know where the hell you
I'll
are.
help on this one. I'm just
Yeah.
like a shout.
Well, can we see this? Like, is the sun still around and setting?
No, I'd say by now it's probably already set.
Did we see like what direction it might have set? Like, is there one area that's brighter than the other?
I'd say if you're standing at the open tomb. It is closer to, and you're facing outwards, I'd say it's closer to your left. Do you think?
Able to kind of use that to stabilize the check. Or actually, okay. So I'm gonna go back into roleplay real quick. So the Goliath is like peering into the horizon. Would one of you be able to point out the sun? I want to try to figure out just exactly where north might be.
Can you not? I mean, looks like the sun is over, or was over there. Maybe.
Roll a perception check, Lyra.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for.
It's not coming through.
Huh.
One person who didn't do test rolls.
I didn't do a test roll either. I'm gonna do that really quick.
Wait, it's not even showing in the log.
No, never mind.
Oh, there it goes.
That's mine.
She's doing jumping jacks in the corner.
I just wanted to make sure it test roll because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Carrie, you asked.
Oh, hold it. Weren't you doing
Perception.
Who's?
Lyra's doing a perception, so she can
I'm
squint.
doing a perception test.
Yeah, squint and see where the thing is.
Oh!
No, I have no idea where the sun is.
You're looking around and it must have like just gone below the horizon because you don't see it.
I'm definitely gonna do disadvantage survival then. Oh my god!
Yeah, you're a little lost. Your brain's still a little confused and fuzzy, and you're just looking around. And you're like,
This is a very alien world. This is definitely north. He just points in a direction with as much confidence as he can.
I'm gonna roll a d4.
So I suppose we should go the other way, yes? And if that was north, then south is the other way.
I think that's how it's worked. Yeah. Are you sure?
Does it?
Are you sure that way's north?
Absolutely. I wouldn't have said that if I wasn't.
All right.
Let's see if I can see where the sun's going down, just out of curiosity.
Nope.
No. Okay. If you're just gonna start walking in direction, roll. Whoever's starting to walk first, roll a d4 for me. Should be the d20 icon.
It's always easier for me to just roll it this way.
One came up on the log.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 came through.
Yeah. Let's do that for.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys gonna start walking a little bit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Gotta go somewhere.
All right.
The Goliath looks like he's half lidded, and it looks like he's kind of like slumping and looking very sleepy. But then occasionally he just suddenly like bursts into like clapping and like dancing, and then it like spinning in circles, upping his energy up again, and then immediately starts slumping down and just trogging along.
All right. Someone roll a d20 for me. If you're gonna travel for a couple hours.
I'll do it.
Shoot. Far left hand side. There you go. Oh, an 8. Well, that's fun. So you guys travel for a good hour or so, before, everyone make perception checks. If you don't have dark vision, make it a disadvantage.
What's the button key for doing disadvantage?
Control.
Like,
Nice.
Alrighty. Well, 15 at disadvantage is still pretty good. Give me a second. Oh, come on. Load the right one here. There you are.
I don't know if you can hear my kitty purring.
oh, I can't. That's cute though.
As you guys are traveling along, I need a marching order.
I think my friend is probably leading.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah,
hold on.
If no one purposely
Yeah.
takes the lead, he's just immediately just making his way forward.
Actually, give me a second. Drag you over here.
Maybe Gale Lyra after that.
If you guys can drag your tokens onto the map over in probably about here, this general area, in the rough order that you're traveling, and you're traveling this direction.
Alright.
Yeah, roughly there. Alrighty, beautiful. There it is. So as you guys are walking, along. It's getting starting to get pretty dark. You're kind of starting to think about, did it not? Oh, crap. Oh, no, there it is. Sorry. Move my map over a little bit here. You're starting to think about, like, looking for a good place to settle down and, rest for the night. When, all of a sudden, who's got the higher passive? Your friend, I'm gonna say you guys get to, oh, shit, I gotta go back to that layer. So you guys get to about here. And, your friend, you start, you start hearing a kind of a whooshing sound of like air.
Not too like wind typical, but kind of a little bit differently.
Not wind that you necessarily understood. Roll a nature check. You don't know what this is. It just sounds like wind, and
Yeah.
as your ears kind of perk up at that.
Is that like my 6th natural one?
I'm not sure. Possibly. That's when I'd say the next person would be Lyra. You would kind of look up and notice that you see off to your left and I guess quote unquote north, but you don't know if it's north. A bit. You see kind of like almost like little whirlwinds of like sand and dust, and they're coming right for you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh.
Hold on, I will.
Wait for the turn order thing to come up.
Oh,
There it is. Hold on, let me reset it. Okay, make sure you click your token too. Of course it is. Alrighty, Alright, Rainy's kind of sleepy over there.
He just really wants to go back.
And as Lyra, you see this and see, I'd say you can roll a nature check as well. See if you recognize what these might be. I'd say with a 14, you kind of vaguely recall something from Hawthorne about kind of elemental creatures essentially made of like dust and dirt, or made of dust. I can't quite recall the name, but it's some sort of elemental.
Oh, those are those weird elemental things, I think. Just like animated dust.
And with that, Lyra, you're the first up.
Are they looking like aggressive towards us? Do I know if they are aggressive?
They look like they're kind of swirling semi-angrily in your direction.
Rolls angrily.
Aggressive blowing.
Aggressive dust.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
She
just gonna
is
actually
going
put one on there.
to just go. Gail, you know, do your namesake. Give her a nice little pat, and give bardic inspiration, bonus action, and then for action, she will fire her crossbow at.
Which one do you want to fire at? Just ping it.
Well, let's let's go for actually number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta click that.
6 does not hit. So you just like you kind of like urge Gale on, and then fire your crossbow, and it just kind of flies off into the distance.
It's on you. It's on you.
Very good, my liege. You're getting better with your shooting. Pretty soon you'll be hitting him.
Your friend, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, up to this boy here.
Alright.
And bonus action to get his sword all glitchy and go for a swipe at the dust muffet. Number 2.
Alright. That, you kind of swipe at it, and it just kind of seems to like kind of go through it, but it's like it moved out of the way still enough, and it doesn't hit.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh wait, shit, no, never mind, that does hit. Sorry, I was looking at its hit points, not its AC. My thing was scrolled down too far, my bad.
Oh, it's gonna be like,
Your 6 still didn't hit, though.
Yeah, no, I know my 6 hit him.
Okay. My bad, sorry, yeah, that hits. So, click your damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn on, because I am going to favored foe hit this guy. Oh, it did seem to add it in that time. That's, I guess I have to preemptively. You know what? I'm not gonna even worry about using it on this guy. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, you got force damage in there.
Yep. Yeah.
And planar warrior, which I think is what that is. I think.
Good. Yeah, I definitely did that with my bonus action. So.
Yeah.
That's 16 damage.
Alright. Yeah.
He takes a sword, and which it's kind of like warping back and forth a little bit, and then he'll actually kind of like swing, almost like he's swishing a tornado into the dust muffet.
Alrighty, I think that's your turn. So, Gale, you're up.
So I don't want to leave Lyra, like, back here and move forward, and I don't really care if your friend gets stabbed, necessarily, if he wants to go all the way over there. So I'm just gonna throw one of my javelins.
Alright. That hits. Which one are you throwing at?
I'll throw it at the one farthest north, dust muffet one.
This one? Alright. Yeah, that hits, so roll your... Oh, 8 damage, never mind, sorry, my bad.
Okay. Super good. And, yeah, I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Rainy, you're up.
What? So good.
Yeah, you can hide behind that if you want. That's a pretty big cactus just compared to your small size. I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
We can't hear you if you're saying stuff.
Yeah, if you're talking
We
Sorry,
can
had the
hear
mic muted.
you. There we
Yeah,
go.
no worries.
You missed the, you guys have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the vibe, that's fine.
as you you move away.
And before I go into hiding, I will take a shot at myth number 2.
Okay, so straight roll.
Oh baby, what a
Oh
waste.
yeah, that hits. It didn't have 1 hit point instead. But however, that means I need your friend to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. You are now. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Oh wait, where's my condition markers? There they are.
You are now consumed by terrible allergies.
Ah!
Where is it? Get on there. Thank you. You are now blinded So your vision as this thing explodes as it dies in a burst of dust, you just suddenly you got like sand in your eyes or something. You just cannot see.
A bad day for my eyes.
Okay, I'm just going to. Okay, so that one is dead. I'm going to put a X on it. Actually, wait. Oh no, that one I can delete. Never mind. Okay, so that one is not the one marking the turn. So it's Rini's turn. Unless bonus action.
Bonus action. Hide.
All right, roll stealth check. All right, it feels sufficiently hidden. These things are gonna go. Gonna up to the one that hurt it, and it is going to. Where is it? There it is. Make. Oh, actually. No, actually, it's not actually gonna get that close. It's gonna go here. And where's my cone? I need. Actually, yeah, I think that gets it. Both of you. I'd say Lyra is just barely. It's more than half your. It's about half your square. I need the two of you to make a DC 10 Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, a dex save?
Yep. So Lyra, you make it. You got.
You have a bardic inspiration, Gale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like
That's a plus,
Yeah.
plus d6?
It's a D6, and you get you get temporary hit points.
Okay. Well,
Oh, you just barely like managed to like swap the this as it exhales this blinding cone of dust in your face. You just barely
You
managed.
get 8 temporary hit points.
8. Okay.
This one's gonna move up to your friend and attack it with its claws because it seems that you already can't see, so that means it has advantage. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Oh yeah.
That's 4 points of slashing damage. And that is their turn. Lyra, you're up. So you just managed to like whatchamacallit, keep the dust out of your eyes and covering your face.
She is going to. She's gonna take another crossbow shot at it.
Roll the hit. That hits. So that's
There we go.
So you kind of managed to strike it. Oh, okay, never mind. Tried to check if it had resistance, but it doesn't. Yeah, that's your action. So you kind of managed to aim the crossbow, and somehow I managed to kind of sort of stick through and like knock some dust out of its little whirlwind it's got going on there. Anything else?
And then she's going to just move a little bit this way. Great Gale, but I got targeted last time.
Alright, your friend, you're up. You are blinded right now.
Completely blinded, but he felt those like strange claws
Wait.
dig into his chest for a second there, and he just jumps and tries to stab, like landing stab into whatever had hit it. Or,
Okay, so it's an attack roll at disadvantage.
oh, sorry. Yes. Let me do another.
10 does not hit. So you kind of like, in your blindness, kind of swipe out and nothing. You can roll a Constitution saving throw to try and save from the blindness, though. At the end of your turn. Okay, that saves. You kind of like managed to rub the dust out of your eyes.
So much tears running down his face.
And then you see it.
And actually, it's very it's very visible that you can see like the tears running because he was actually wearing something mascara, so it's just running right down.
Oh no.
Not the mascara.
Yeah.
Alright, Gale, you're up.
Okay, well, Lyra is mostly out of the way, but this dust melt fight's been irritating, so I'm gonna just move forward and take a swing at it. I'll do longsword this time.
That hits. That's one-handed, I'm assuming? Exterior
Yeah, it's
shields.
one-handed.
Well, that one, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This one also explodes. That saves. So you just managed to like cover your eyes as it explodes in a shower of dust.
You knew it was coming, so you could prepare.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm an air genasi. My hair just like moves that stuff out of the way.
Basically.
That's awesome.
I'll just leave it on there because it's marking as a token. I think that's your action. I don't think you have anything with your bonus action, do you?
Not right now, nope. I'm good.
Rainy, or Quentin, whatever you want to call it.
It's Quentin still right now.
Alright, that's fair.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the one that is still there. Am I shooting at advantage?
Yeah,
Did my hide
you are definitely hidden. I'm doing it. Oh.
Well, that probably wasn't enough. 13?
Sorry. 13. Actually, 13 hits.
Oh my god.
21 damage.
So, your friend, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
I did! This poor man, he's never gonna be not blind again.
So, like, you finally rub the dust out of your eyes, and then all of a sudden, this one too explodes in your face, and you just, like, you cannot
Just
see.
Yeah.
So, we're out of... I forgot to change the music, but we're out of combat.
I was actually I was jamming to that song. It was pretty good for a desert battle.
Shit. But yeah, so we're... About a minute later, you managed to, like, rub the dust out of your eyes, though, and,
When the dust gets back into his face, he's legit, like, wailing and crying and swinging at the empty space until he can, like, blink and see once again. Nah, I'm not a fan of those creatures.
It was strange how they just blew up on their own with no help from me at all.
You didn't help? Oh,
Nope.
That's good to know.
Never got a chance. You guys were just too fast.
I didn't even think I hit it.
You made a good effort, though.
I did try.
I mean, next time, maybe.
We're a very
I
good
think you
distraction.
scared it to death.
Oh, do you think so?
Absolutely.
Ah,
Quite
Convinced.
ferocious when you're like waving your arms around like that.
oh, well, I'll take that as a compliment.
It was quite frightening.
Do we want to keep walking? I would like to stop walking.
But do we want to stay where we just got attacked, or should we go look for a place to kind of camp up since we were talking about sleeping for the night?
Yes, I'm kind of worried about walking until we keep getting attacked until well, I guess eventually we're sleeping forever.
Yeah, we won't be doing that, but I'd say we should walk another 20 minutes and then find a place to settle down.
Yeah, let's find a good place to camp up for the night.
Alright, so, I'd say we probably all, everyone can roll a perception check just to see if you can find a good place for within the next 20 minutes to rest. Okay, we'll say Quentin and Gail, about the same time, you guys both managed to find like a little couple of sand dunes. Well, there's still a fair amount of sand, but you can also see a decent amount of like little sprigs of grass and more hard caked earth here and there as well. So it's not entirely sand. So you're not, but there's still a fair amount. But so you found a couple little hills that you figure you can kind of settle down in between and keep out of sight of most things.
Lyra, would you be good to bed down over here for the night? It's not quite as sandy as the other locations we've been in.
Pretty tired.
Well, you heard the woman. I think this works for tonight.
Excellent. Thank you, Dictator and the right hand.
Authoritarian.
Yes, the authority, yes. Is anyone hungry, perhaps? And he's going to reach into his bag and, with his little pouch, conjure some good berries. Does anyone want to eat? These are specially made, just fine.
Yes, thank you.
I will take one first because I'm immune to poison. So I'm gonna taste it and see if it's poisoned or not.
She just glares.
So it still is a good berry, but it tastes. It almost doesn't have a taste at all, but it's the texture is weirdly fuzzy. The skin isn't fuzzy at all, but it tastes fuzzy.
Doesn't seem to hurt you. You don't taste any poison.
I'll hand the next one back to Lyra, but be like, it's not the best tasting berry. It's very fuzzy, but it's probably not bad. Honestly, I can't taste much of anything, but.
Oh, you got to try harder. Maybe pop 3 into your mouth at the same time, which he does.
See, don't forget to mark the healing from your good berries. For however many you eat. But they definitely fill the hole. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm done.
So you kind of start settling down. I'd say you can probably find like a little bit of brush or something to kind of make a bit of a fire if you want, or you can go without. One of the two. It is a little chillier at night here. But
as they're all kind of bedding down or making their location, Lyra will slap her violin before bed as she normally does. However, she question DM: would she be able to create a compass that fit within our performance of creation?
I think so. It's a mundane object.
Because how much? Object,
yeah, how much?
Pieces.
Yeah, I think a compass is probably less than 60 gold. So probably a slightly cheaper one, but I think you can say
if it works, it works.
I think you can make a compass. Yeah.
She'll just be sitting there playing, and then.
Realize we've been going west the entire time.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh yeah, I just want to do a quick, we can figure this out. For later because I can only do it once per day, and she takes it and looks to try and see what direction they're going.
Yeah, so like you kind of like figure out roughly where you were at the tomb, and then where you are now. You 100% been heading west. Oh wait, yeah, west.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh no.
I never what I circled.
And then she falls asleep for the night and goes, okay, I'll deal with that.
Anyway, yeah, you 100% been going west.
Okay. She'll be like, I'm not sure if the compass is broken, or course I'm pretty sure it's not, because I think they work outside of like those kinds of things. I'm not really sure. But
You
I
had a
think we've
compass
been
all
going-
along?
Oh no, I just made it.
You made a compass? How would you do something like that? That's insane.
Oh, and my
That's
music
how you
does
that
it.
work.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure we're going west.
Yes, I said that.
I thought we agreed we were going to go south.
We did? Oh, that would have made much more sense because you said south was the best direction, did you not?
Yes.
I apologize for the misunderstanding.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely gonna insight check that.
What?
Okay, who are you insight checking?
I'm guessing your friend.
Understanding.
Are you trying to be deceptive?
He was lying.
Oh, okay.
I'm convinced.
Yeah, you're 100% convinced. It seems very truthful. He's very confused too.
Oh, but yes, that
Don't know what-
music.
Yeah. I think my brain hurts. I'm going to bed.
right.
I mean, yes, it is time to rest our eyes. I know mine definitely need it. But that music though, Lyra, you create things with it. It's awfully beautiful. It creates beautiful feelings, that's for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yes, it makes me want to dance. If I wasn't so tired.
I feel like you should probably sleep.
I will. I suppose I will. But where did you? Is it a magic little instrument you have there?
Oh, my instrument's not magic at all.
I know, it's you. It's your
Good.
fingers.
I'm just good with it.
You're very good
Sometimes
with it.
stuff can
Yeah.
pop out.
Well, and you've always been able to do this.
Yeah. And not forever.
Ah, yes. Because you couldn't have been around since forever. Right.
For the last couple years.
Yes, a couple years. Quite the talent. I'm very jealous. Could you teach me how to do that? I would love to be able to do something like that.
Perhaps when we're not in the middle of the desert, but might be able
Yes,
to
it's much
teach you
too.
how to play an instrument.
And then it's too busy here. There's no time, no peace to really practice. Well, good night.
So I'd say usually you probably like you probably set up a few watches, and I'll say for the sake of brevity and reasons, that usually everyone gets a long rest.
Right.
Wake up in the morning, sun's just starting to come up. And just going to come up over the horizon in the east. Yep. East? Yep. Sorry. I hate that. Where does the sun rise and fall? Anyway, so just starting to come up in the east, and it's still kind of got that night chill going on, but it's also, starting to warm up.
How hot is it? Like just a little warmer right now?
But it's what's the season are we in right now? Sorry, I can't remember what season this is. I think we're actually in winter right now. It's probably still kind of chilly.
The Goliath, when he wakes up, he glances. Oh, go ahead.
We are technically still in winter, not that you know that. It is still kind of, for like a deserty plain area, it's kind of chilly, but it's more of a, very, still kind of dry. It's still got a fair amount of heat to the air. Not hot as it could be.
When he wakes up, he glances over to Quentin to see if he's still sleeping.
Are you still sleeping, Quentin? For about 8 a.m.? Well, for you, that'd be...
We can't hear you.
What?
Thinking.
Well...
I'm thinking. Considering that. He's probably wrapped up in his wings.
Time's a little strange for you, Quentin. You're not used to the way the sun moves here.
The Goliath, he tippy toes over towards Quentin, and then just kind of like kneels down beside him and just kind of like watches him for a few seconds. Is he stirring at all?
Are you?
No, he's fully wrapped up in his wings. His wings are wrapped all the way around his body.
Okay. He'll reach down looking for a crevice and begin to try to tickle Quentin.
I'm gonna say roll a...
You're gonna find a crevice, but you could probably tickle right through the wings.
Okay, yeah, because if he can't find a crevice, he would just definitely tickle at the wing, for sure. You were saying, Carrie?
Continue. I'm just gonna check something.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's it. He's doing a tickle on Quentin.
I'm gonna let you tell me if you think you feel that, Quentin. You kind of... Actually, roll a perception check at disadvantage, I guess? And see if you feel it.
Yeah, no.
Nope. No, it doesn't seem to stir.
He's going to start pushing at Quentin to try to roll him over now.
Okay, I think if you're pushing at him, you definitely feel this large hand or something pushing against you, Quentin, in your sleep.
Large, cold, bony hands.
Just kind of pushing you over.
Damn it, Rigel, let me sleep. It's not time to get up yet. And I roll over.
Okay, perfect.
I'll roll away from the hand.
He will shuffle a bit in the sand and then begin to once again trying to tickle at Quentin in any spots that he can find. Much more aggressively this time too.
So this is more poking than tickling.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's like very wiggly poking.
Very large hand, very small.
Ryan to figure out if he's gonna swing the dagger or not. Yeah, he would swing the dagger. I would say though, definitely a blind strike and barely away.
Definitely a disadvantage, yes.
He is prone as well.
Would be 8. I
Hit.
don't think an 8 hits you. So you just kind of like this dagger comes swooping out of nowhere.
I just imagine like a really sleepy swipe. Like upside down swipe.
It still did not wake up. The dagger the dagger swung, went back into its sheath, and I stayed asleep the entire time.
Just like a kitten. And he begins to poke and tickle more.
And speaking of, I think the little kitten that was sleeping next to Quentin is suddenly crawling all over you now, Quentin, and trying to swat at you, your friend.
Ah! He begins swatting very gently back at the cat.
Just
Meow,
listen.
meow.
Yeah, as an attack roll, believe it or not.
Yep. Well, it is a cat.
Yeah.
If it hits, it does 1 point of damage, but it is a cat.
It's
With claws.
swapping.
That's gonna wake me up.
It's,
Oh,
he's
good
like,
morning.
Leave my cat alone.
Well, I think he likes me. Hello.
Cat is like on all is like on hind legs with the claws hanging, front paws hanging down, and all the hair on its back up. You know that cat that does is in the meme with the lightsaber. That's what Splinter looks like right now.
fur is like on and mohawk style right now.
The Goliath is grinning like cheek to cheek, and just his mascara is still like dried and ran down his face, and he's just leaning in towards the cat, just. Oh, I don't know.
Splinter, come on, let's go.
Oh,
Not with bloody in your claws, buddy.
He
Playtime's over.
hisses and like nuzzles into you.
This is so cute. Could I have him?
I think about it now, Lyra
No.
and Gale. You've either been awake watching this the whole time or are waking up now.
Yeah.
You can decide on that yourself.
Awake and just confused.
What is going on?
Quentin, where did you get this cat? I want one as well.
You're gonna have to try a way to find one like this, my friend.
Oh, yes, he's very special and rare, isn't he?
Not where I'm from,
Oh,
but he is special. Come on, buddy.
Where were you? You said you were from like a fae thing. Where were you from again?
Just the Feywild.
The Feywild. I bet it's just overgrown and what would you mean by like fae? Like a lot of winged creatures like you?
That would mean Feywild.
Roll a general intelligence check, your friend.
All right.
Just intelligence modifier.
Which is what, -4?
Yeah. 1.
Something tickles the back of your brain. You're not sure why. Not sure if you've been there, even briefly. But you see almost like a flash of a forest. But then it's gone. It's almost
But I
like,
feel
it was very brief.
Okay, so he's like teasing Quentin, and he's like, oh yes, and he just kind of like his eyes kind of glaze over for a second, and his like jaw drops a bit, and then he just smiles and then walks away.
I'll walk away a short distance.
Yeah, not away from the group. Just he walks off to more where he was sleeping before.
Yeah, Splinter, I don't get that one either. Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
Splinter just kind of
I
tilts
said
his
I
head
don't
and looks
know.
at you.
That one is just a little, but you know,
Oh,
off.
good morning, ladies. My liege, massive bow.
Now, I was willing to accept it yesterday, but the next person to call me my liege is no longer invited to be part of the group.
Do you prefer your highness?
Absolutely not.
What do you
Your
go
royal
by as a
worshipfulness.
ruler?
Your royal worshipfulness.
Ah, yes, that's a good one.
How about Lyra?
That's
seems-
your name.
Great
but what is
and
it
mighty, all-powerful Lyra. Aye.
All right.
That seems a bit long.
But when you gain titles, your name becomes longer, does it not?
I think generally, yeah.
Yes, it does.
The
Very,
mighty
very,
Lyra.
very, very long.
It's even been proven. I've seen how strongly you cock your bow, your little crossbow there. It's just with great strength of your little fingers.
She has absolutely no idea how to respond to that disorderly boarding.
Yeah.
What?
Even the fairy's going, I got nowhere to go with that one.
I mean,
well,
do you prefer mistress, a lady, princess?
No, can we just go with Lyra, please?
Let's not go with mistress. Gives me bad flashbacks.
Okay, fair enough.
Did you have a mistress?
There was that time with that one young lady, and lots of leather. Yeah, just no.
Troubled past. That's always fun. You know, people
It
who
was
have
fun.
happy lives.
No.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes? No?
Huh?
Yes?
No.
I was just
Yes.
saying.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know about you. People who have happy lives are always the most boring kind of people, wouldn't you say?
I'd settle for boring.
Would you now? You definitely don't seem like it, wanting to pounce back into that little dungeon.
I just want to know what's going on, and I thought our answers were back there.
Ah, yes, but boring people don't care. They just want to live their boring lives. But you're not boring. You're inquisitive and curious and dangerous.
Running through all those in my head. Give me a second. Yeah, they might fit.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, you would be lying to deny it, but anywho, Lyra, the
lying to you,
Untitled.
though, or lying to myself? Anyway, what shall we do?
Yes.
Your ladyship?
Mm-hmm.
Just Lyra. Anyways, well, we at least know what way is south now. So I think we should probably be heading that way. I don't know about you, but I'm not a huge fan of deserts. Best place, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, it is rather empty. I mean, you have some vegetation. I like these pokey plants. They're fun.
I mean, the cactus. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
You mean this whole world doesn't look like this?
Oh no.
That's a
No,
good thing.
I just assumed it was
Oh no, this is honestly. I mean, I guess deserts are pretty in their own way, but this is very varied.
It's true.
There's
Lyra knows
lots
all
of
of the
sea.
things. She studied all of the different climates of the world. She knows all the maps and all the places and all the plants.
Wow.
Maybe not all of them, but I do know some of them.
How is it that you don't have a title despite all this knowledge and skill that you have?
I went to school.
Ah, the scholarly type. Yeah, see, I mean, it lines up with what was just said. Yes. Well then, lead on. You have the compass. You know best.
There is no compass anymore.
Oh.
Is
The
there
compass
not?
disappears after 2 hours.
Oh.
Oh no.
But she just makes sure one thing probably to mark down in the
Yeah,
sand.
I figured you probably went, okay, this is south, arrow.
Okay, remember there. Okay, goodbye compass. And now, of course, we have the sun to help.
You're
Yeah.
very good at making shoddy things then.
Well, it's not permanent magic.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it doesn't stick around forever. Have you ever seen someone cast a spell?
Well, yes, I have as well.
Well, so the spell doesn't always last forever. Full of fire, it disappears after a while.
Well, fire's a little bit different than a compass, but I'll let you, I'll let you entertain that thought. So we're about to start walking. What are we doing, though? Are we just walking? That's so boring.
that way.
You,
Walk.
if you wish to entertain yourself any other way,
Do you have
Start talking.
stories?
ready?
A scholarly type that has no stories. You are so strange.
You're also very, very strange.
Me? Oh, I take the compliment. Thank you.
Right? Yeah, get ready to walk is like, we don't.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
So you kind of gather your things and get ready and start walking. You're not sure how far north you are right now, but I need someone rolling a d20.
I'll do it.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
This time I'm riding on Gale's shoulder, just to. Because Gale is slightly cool to the touch, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride on Gale's shoulder and enjoy the coolness and heat.
As you guys are walking, someone make me a perception check.
I can do it.
Alright. Nice. I'm gonna go with passives here, cause that actually works. As you're walking along, your friend, you see it first, and Lila, you see it not too long afterwards, but your friend, you see something kind of just off, not too far, but just barely off to the, what would be the, east a little ways, is you just see like this glint of like bright light, like something's reflecting off of something.
What's that? Over there, he points out to it. Is that gold? Oh,
Someone say
possibly
gold?
water.
I don't
What's he
know whether.
talking about?
Gale, do you know what that is?
They're over there. Look, look, look.
You guys kind of take a look, and it's like the idea of like something, the sun is shining off of something, probably glass, that's laying down on the ground.
I regret this, but let's go check it out.
Oh, we always regret it, but we have to look.
I don't think you always have to regret something, but
We have.
we haven't had too many instances where
I would disagree.
Forward then after you, big guy.
Oh, very well.
Yeah.
So
Let's spawn that goop monster. Yes, I'll guide.
So you kind of wander over to where it's just a little reflection. It's only probably a good 20, 30 feet off and only about 10 feet over, but a little further up.
Like 100 yards, 400 or 500 yards away.
Okay, maybe 40 feet. It's really bright. As you get closer, you didn't notice, you kind of squint a little bit past the glare, and eventually you manage to make your way over to it, and sitting kind of partially buried in the sand / ground, I guess, is what looks like a stoppered flask. Just like a little glass container, and it's stoppered.
The glass. Pick it up and hold it up.
I will
towards the
dart
sun.
forward and try to get it before the Goliath.
Both of you make dexterity checks.
I have an
Dexterity,
advantage since
acrobatics.
He was the one going first, as per everyone's direction.
Yeah, I think so. Cause you were probably closer.
Dex or acrobatics?
Just straight dex.
Not bad.
So you just as you're about to grab it, Quentin, your friend's hand scoops it up and picks it up, and as you pick it up, it kind of sloshes as if it's full of water.
Ah, he'll pull the stopper
Don't.
out of it and
No,
snip
no,
it.
don't do that.
He does.
As you pull the stopper off,
This is gonna be bad. And I'm gonna back the hell away.
I'm gonna say a stream of water starts flying out of it.
Oh my! He's soaked already because he was holding it like towards his face.
100%.
So he's just utterly soaked, and he'll like turn
Yeah, it
it
feels pretty
upside
good.
down and start drinking from it immediately.
Well, as you're holding onto it, it doesn't stop for quite a while. Pouring out like this stream of water.
Nope.
And you drink your fill, and it's still going.
And he'll like
Cork in it, big guy.
he'll pull it away from his face and then pop the cork back on. What does it look like?
It's basically just like a little, like, well, we'll say it's like a flask, but it's got like a point to it. It's a decanter.
I mean, he'll like slosh it around. It still sounds like it has fluid in it.
Mhm.
And it's definitely poured out way more fluid than it should have been able to hold.
Yeah, it's poured out enough that like you were able to drink like your fill as much water as you needed, and it's still pouring a little, for at least for now.
His brows narrow as he thinks, and he looks towards Quentin, and then he smiles towards Lyra. Ah, Lyra the Untitled. Would you like this?
It's rather strange. It's just full of water, but like.
Yes. In this world, these canteens are just filled with water, and they are the embodiment of a canteen with water in them. They can never be not of water.
Are you sure that's how that works? But yeah, let's give it to Lyra.
Lyra, you can roll an Arcana check.
Alright.
You're not sure you've heard of. You sure there is something there can be something magical about containers that hold water, but you're not sure.
You like it?
Sure. It's probably one of the I've heard of like make enchantments that do things like this. I mean, it might be one of those, or it could be something completely different.
Is it something that you can do?
Oh no.
Oh, I see. Well, here it is for you. A gift from me to you.
Thank you.
Yes, we're connected by this canteen now.
Lyra can also make a history check
Right.
as you're taking this decanter. So as you're taking it, and you're kind of sloshing around a little bit because you can still hear the water. You start to think back on some of your history lessons back at Hawthorne, and you remember something about Stonehill and how water is almost coveted here, to the point of hoarding water is considered a criminal offense. And you're just thinking about like the magical properties of this water, and yeah, just trying to think about do it as you will.
Anyone else want a drink of water?
Oh, no, I couldn't. It's been too much.
Good for now, but I'll take some later.
Yeah, she gets a drink of water.
She can. Do you think stream, fountain, or geyser?
What?
Stream, fountain, or geyser? As you're just kind of holding and opening it up.
Opens it like as little as she can so she doesn't get the full geyser effect.
Okay, so it kind of like just starts pouring out a little bit. You kind of drink a little bit, and then it stops after about 6 seconds.
Oh, that's more useful than before.
Yeah, less water fountain, more
I must have drank much too much of it, and I kind of petered out there. But I assure you, it will always be full of water.
good to know.
Yes.
Opposite to Gale.
I'm good. You should keep it. Water's
Alright.
more important out here to you.
All right. She opens her bag and basically says, if anyone needs water, it's right here.
You can label it, change the name of it to, like, Flask of Endless Water or something along those lines, but you can add a decanter of Endless Water to your inventory.
Okay.
Just so that it's on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Just rename it to something else.
Yeah.
Roleplay reasons.
Well, anywho, I suppose we must continue. Gail, do you have any stories?
No, that is not my specialty.
What's the greatest thing that you've ever done? Like your greatest accomplishment?
That seems like something I would discuss with people I have known for more than 24 hours.
Oh, you're not much of a bragging type then, are you?
No, I'm more of a stab and keep people out of reach of things that are trying to stab sort.
Ah, yes, I've noticed that. What about you, Lyra? What's your greatest accomplishment?
I guess, playing music. I played a performance for many people once.
Oh, well, how many people?
I don't know, several hundred probably.
My gosh, that's insane. You're famous, aren't you?
No.
Oh, do people normally do that here, playing for concerts of hundreds of people?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily a everyday thing, but hundreds of people aren't really that many.
Oh, I'm one person. I couldn't speak for hundreds.
You know, if thousands and thousands of people knew who you are, then you'd really be famous.
Oh, is that your goal then?
Not necessarily.
And what about you, Quentin? What is your greatest accomplishment?
Talking more walking.
You are quite good at walking silently. Yes, I would not disagree. Well, all right then. Let's continue walking in this boring desert with these boring lack of conversations.
I mean, if you really want a conversation, you could always talk about yourself. No
Oh,
one's stopping you there.
but is anyone listening?
No, probably
off and
not.
on.
Let's talk anyway.
Hmm. Yes.
Isn't the fun of telling stories supposedly that you get to tell them, not necessarily that people are listening?
I suppose, but I mean, what's the difference of telling a story if no one listens or telling a story in your head? It's about the same thing, isn't it?
Not the drums.
I'm sorry to move the drums.
This is much gentler.
Yeah.
And we walk.
Alright, to continue walking, let's do some conversations we had. I need someone to roll me another d20.
I'll do it this time.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, well, I think it showed up in the game log. So roll a 13. So you continue walking for, say, the rest of the day. And as the sun's starting to go down, well, you start looking for another place to set up camp. And I'd say, if you're trying to understand the place a little bit more, it's fairly easy to find a similar location as the last time. starting to get a little more, there's still patches of sand, but still more tall grasses are starting to grow up as well. But is there anything anyone wants to discuss that evening?
Lyra will, I guess when they're, just around into the gale, walk inside to the other door and around and goes, your thoughts on these?
No.
Very, very, very strange.
I don't trust either of them. And I really don't trust that we got kidnapped and pulled. How far across this continent did we get pulled exactly?
If I remember correctly, we were in the forest, right?
Seems likely.
Yeah, so we're a full country over. Like, really, really long way.
It's really not good.
No.
That means we were either...
Hadn't had anything to do with it, or...
I don't know, it's hard to tell. They could
No,
be.
we're just trying to hope we can get to civilization, less of an issue, then, hopefully.
Yeah. If we want, we could, I don't know, split off during the night, get walking. I don't think we need the two of them to keep you safe.
Yes, but also, I wouldn't want you to get hurt either.
I'm pretty good about not getting hurt.
I know, but you might. And then where would we be?
That's a good point.
What if we
How
ran into, like, 12 of those little tornado thingies?
Well,
I almost got sand
I
in
could
my
just...
eyes.
That's true. That would have been really bad. I can always just levitate you out of danger, but well, there's limits to how long that spell works. So
I think I think we'll have to stick with them at least until find land. I think that's the safest. I mean, they at least seem capable. Not land against civilization.
yeah, that's up for debate. But yeah, it's probably not the worst idea to stay with them until we find other people. How far off our journey does this put us, timetable-wise? Is this closer to where
I have
you
no
think he
idea,
is?
honestly. I think he is. I don't know. Maybe anywhere. I've really just been kind of, maybe I get lucky.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that how, like, fate's supposed to work? It always does in the stories. You end up in a random location and just suddenly it's there. He just kind of sighs and, like, looks up at the sky.
Well, if there is one upside to this whole situation, I mean, this is a new country we haven't checked yet. So maybe the fates and the gods are bringing us to where we need to be with this whole kidnapping and random weirdo situation we've encountered.
By the way, if it does come up that this kidnapping thing was my fault, I'm very, very sorry in advance. I don't think it was, just based on the company that we ended up in, but just in case.
Wait, why would it be your fault?
Well, guys, my parents always warned me that people might try to kidnap me, so...
Oh.
Like I said, I don't think it was that. Just based on, like I said, who we ended up with. But just in case.
Well, let's not tell the others yet. They seem a bit...
Yeah, no, I have no
Jumpy.
intentions.
Alright. Well, if you were going to get kidnapped, at least I got kidnapped alongside you.
Yes. I mean, that is probably the best thing you could hope for in that situation.
Well,
They were really bad kidnappers. I mean, like you said, they were good at the kidnapping part, but bad at keeping you in the same location part.
yeah. Almost hysterically, though. And now we all have marks on our arms, which is...
Yeah.
Or actually, give me your hand for a second.
She hands over her hand.
I'm gonna dump just 5 points of whatever healing paladins have.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands into the mark. See if that does anything.
Doesn't seem to do anything though. What if you're damaged at all?
Nope, I wasn't. I haven't taken
Nope.
any damage
Yeah.
at all this entire
Yeah,
campaign
same.
so far.
That's fair. No, doesn't seem to change anything of it.
Well, shit.
If push comes to shove, I do have contacts, places that I might be able to ask some friends to look into.
Any in the country we're heading into?
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? Well, maybe that should be our first goal for when we hit the city.
Or at least need to just hit a place.
Easier to head out from there. Well, you ready to go deal with the pack of weirdos again?
Yeah, I suppose. And really, you don't need to call me anything like. Who's Lyra?
Lady Lyra?
No. Just Lyra.
I don't know. Something about it just, it feels like there's meant to be a title there.
I mean, maybe there is, but let's not.
Alright. Well, for now, Lyra.
Alright.
Need to head back?
Yep.
Alright.
In the meantime, because they'll, when they kind of like split off, the Goliath is kind of just like sitting there, kind of like staring around before like glancing over towards Quentin and starts, like he doesn't even get up, no matter the distance, he starts scooting across the dirt and sand towards Quentin until he's close enough for a conversation.
You just see a large Goliath kind of scooting on his butt towards you, Quentin.
Quentin hovers off the ground and just hovers away. It's like a circle.
Quentin!
No Quentin here.
Oh, but you are, I see you!
Figment of your imagination. Hide.
Oh, that does happen from time to time. But you definitely are there. Could I spend your ear?
You're not giving a choice, are you?
Well, I did ask a question. I'm not holding a knife to your neck.
Go ahead.
Continue scooting closer. I'm just a little concerned, my friend. I can call you that, yes, my friend?
Speaking of, as Quentin's kind of hovering in the air, when he's kind of flapping pretty fast, your fan, you just get as you're asking this question, just a quick flash of like some sort of creature, does look like Quentin, like a red kind of leather skin, with wings and kind of like flopping in the middle of the air, and then it's gone.
He just kind of like loses his sentence as he just dazes out, his right eye twitching as he stares kind of blankly at Quentin. Oh, anywho, we were talking, yes?
Yeah, we were something.
Yes. Oh,
Definitely
yes.
something.
I was concerned. I noticed that before you were quite eager to dig your little fingers into my pouch, but you haven't done that in so long. What? Has something come between us? Quentin.
No, I'm good.
We are still friends, aren't we? Look, here! And he'll pull out his gold from his pouch, holding it out in his flat palm towards Quentin.
Look, lad, it's no fun if I just get handed it. Trust me on this one. If I ever need it, I'll know where to go. But yeah, I don't know if we're friends. We're definitely acquaintances. We're definitely in this together.
We said we were friends before.
Distant friends. New friends. There's a difference.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can understand this. Boundaries and all that, yeah.
Boundaries are good.
I'll accept this. I will not force my friendship onto you.
Just let it roll. That would be my advice.
I'll take that metaphor into consideration.
And I have an answer to our problem.
What's that?
From now on, when we talk to Lyra, we'll call her just Lyra.
Just Lyra. Literally.
Yeah, that's what she said to say. She said to say just Lyra.
She did say that. You know, whether you're pranking or not, it is also very truthful.
It is.
I like that about you, my acquaintance.
Well put. Well put. Oh, Lord, what have I dug myself into this time?
I figured that's about it for Lyra and Gale to wander over.
Okay, sounds really good. And so as you guys kind of start slowly settling in, unless there's any other conversation that anyone wants to have. Hmm?
Yep. Gonna be
Okay.
curling up with me kitty for a nap.
So you guys gotta settle in, and someone probably takes first watch, but at some point in time in the night, your dreams are last few nights, they've been scattered at best anyway. Can't really make sense of them. Tonight you're just dreaming about like a city? You think it might be a city. It's a strange city. It's like you're looking up and there's like a curvature of like what looks like some sort of municipality of buildings, but they're really squashed together, and it's like the more you look up, the more you can tell it's just curving away from you.
What is it? Does the feeling does the city kind of like have like a nice feeling to it, or is it
Don't really get any feelings about it, just images.
mostly just wondrous?
I'm not sure where it could possibly be. You think it's a city, just judging by the like stone, wooden, other buildings. Things you think might be buildings made out of.
Is it tall, the city?
From your perspective, all you see is like you look up. If you look straight up, all you see is like it looks like you're looking across the city, and you see the other side of the city. But then if you kind of like follow your eye line down, it just has this gentle curvature. It's really strange.
The whole dream, he would just spend it running towards the city.
Well, you're in the city.
Oh,
Yes, you think you are. In the
Oh,
middle
okay.
of it.
Okay.
Gale, as you're kind of sleeping and, or I guess resting, dreaming, you're just getting, get this night a flash, kind of like an vision or image of a dark hooded figure carrying a shadowed blade across the field. And then on the other side, or coming towards that figure, you get a flash of a dark-skinned woman wielding a weapon made of what looks like pure light, walking towards the shadowed figure. And then nothing. And that's about when you wake up. And it's at dawn, of course.
Yeah. And I have no idea who any of those people are, and I'm just like a third party in the situation.
It's like you're there and you're watching it happen, but it's as if a memory maybe, but you're not sure. Could be a memory.
Could be a dream.
And then when it comes to consciousness,
So more walking then this morning. The terrain's definitely changed.
Yeah, I believe that's good news. I mean, the top half of Stonia was more desert, and the bottom half is a little different.
How far away from civilization would you peg us?
Do I have any kind of guess?
make a survival check based on like your general surroundings, what you remember studying about the landscape. You're not sure. You're always a little confused about Stoniel when you're studying, because it's like such. It's known as the land of extremes. So it's where you are right now is kind of like it could be any number of a few different places. You think maybe somewhere relatively close to the capital, but you're not 100% certain.
Okay.
You haven't seen any signs of like quarries or mines, so you don't think you're too close to the capital, but
No roads.
no roads yet.
I don't really have a good guess. Sorry.
Well, I'm assuming you tried your best, and that's all I could have asked for. I don't know if I could have even asked for that, so thank you. Well, just Lyra, would you like to continue guiding us?
Is she Prince? Nods and moves on.
Alrighty. As you're wandering south, let's do one more d20 roll.
Hey!
Nice.
Of all my nat ones, that's my nat 20.
So as you're walking, you start to slowly
Possibly.
I'd say your friend, you hear it first, then probably Lyra. You hear somewhere off in the distance after probably about let's say half a day, just like a kind of a whooshing sound, like in our world it would be kind of like sound of a propeller, but it's not like an airplane propeller where it's like really really fast, but it's like you can kind of tell it must be making some sort of rotations, but not super fast. And as you continue to travel, eventually you start to see what looks like, it can only be described as like, they look like almost like pinwheels, but there's like 3 blades on each one, like propellers, and there's like rows and rows of them starting to appear off in the near the horizon as you're kind of starting to get closer to the end of the day. And I'd say, Lyra, just from your knowledge and study, this is, you just gotta think, oh, this is a wind farm. Roll a history check. I'll give you advantage on this one. Because
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. You're breaking up a lot for me, so I'm
Oh,
just
sorry.
vaguely here, and I'm pretty sure it's my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you sound fine to me, Care.
Eh. Okay. Nice, 216s. So you, as you're thinking, wind farm, you remember that, there are many municipalities around Stone Hill that have wind farms as a way of producing, like, electricity and powering, irrigation systems and all sorts of other systems within the kingdom. But just the sheer size of this one on the horizon that you can see as you're thinking, the only one that you can think of that would be this big is near the small town of Grimsby, which is just a little north of the capital.
Oh, excellent. You'll be like,
What are those? Are those giants?
oh no, those are windmills.
They're
I think
what?
windmills. I think we're in Grimsby, or at least getting close.
I love that name, Grimsby. It rolls off the tongue so well.
Personally, it sounds a little grim.
Oh, it does! It does have that word in it.
And yes, I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waiters. And waitresses.
Only a week.
Maybe less than that. But we're out of the desert.
For the most part, it's mostly tall grasses and kind of like plains type of style. Still pretty dry, and occasionally you see like a little bit of sand mixed in with the grass, but it's not as deep here. You can
Shall
continue.
we go find this town then? I could use a warm meal for a change.
Would it be close enough before camping?
You think so, Lyra?
Yeah, I think we could get there probably very quick actually.
Oh,
At least before we bed down for the night.
that's exciting.
We can sleep in an inn.
In what?
An inn?
A building.
Yes, an inn is a building.
Yes.
It's a building where you can sleep. And get
Most of
food.
them. Most buildings you can go in as well. I believe. Or
Do you not go in buildings where you're from?
Traditionally I have. I'm just not too familiar with this location you spoke of. Stony Ale.
It sounds a lot better when you say it. Stony Ale.
Yes, it really makes you thirsty, right?
It does.
Maybe they have something to drink that isn't just water.
Most inns do.
Oh,
A little
perfect.
secret about inns in this realm is, generally they do provide better drinks. Or at least, not water drinks.
That's exciting and interesting. What is your favorite drink?
Me or Lyra?
I want to know what your favorite drink is now too.
We'll go on, Gail.
I like strong drinks that make me not remember the previous night. That's my favorite.
A little poison.
I don't mind a little poison. Except I kind of have to deal with that now that Lyra's here, so we need to not have poison in the drink, actually.
But do you not ingest, Lyra?
I generally try to avoid poisons.
Well, yes, if you... I suppose that's
Gabby?
completely true.
Sorry, you broke up. Oh, you're talking to Quentin. Okay.
Quentin, do you ingest the poisons, the stuff that makes you forget?
Generally, I don't.
Hmm.
You don't drink.
Never to.
Oh, were you guys referring to, like, alcohol?
Never to a point where I impair
Yes.
my ability.
Lyra completely thought you guys were talking about actual poison and was, like, thinking that Gale was, like, super badass there for a moment. It was like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, like, it's no different to me.
I mean, yeah, I've had wine and everything.
Oh, okay, so you're not so pure. That is a poison, you know.
Suppose, but it's not the kind I've always been told about.
No, a little bit of poison makes you stronger.
Does it now?
Yes, absolutely. It refines the mind and tests your body.
Is this coming from first-hand experience or second-hand accounts?
Well, from my hands to my mouth.
Yeah, that seems about right. Well, let's avoid poison, generally speaking, and just do alcohol. It's an easier little vice.
If you stipulate like that, it makes me think that you are talking about a much more dangerous poison.
Okay. Well, do we know anything about this, what was the town again, Lyra?
Grimsby.
Grimsby.
At least I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong. I've never been here before. I've been to the capital before, but Grimsby is actually just a little north of the capital.
I get the distinct impression you have a much better chance at knowing something about this town than the rest of us.
Oh, it seems that way. I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I mean, there's only a couple other places it could be.
She is a scholar. I wouldn't brag on her behalf, but she's been correct about everything else.
That's true. What are the wind wheel?
Arms.
Yeah, arm things.
The windmills.
Yeah, yep, that's the word.
They create energy.
By slicing in the circles.
Yes. You know how? I guess. You know, with like a slingshot, how you pull it back super far, and then it goes farther.
Uh-huh.
I think it works something like that, except you sort of like wind it up, or like a grain mill. Ever seen a grain mill? Where the wind makes a thing go up and down, and it like grinds the grain.
Never personally, but I assume that makes sense.
Or like a water wheel, where there's a wheel in a river, and the flow of the water makes the wheel turn.
Then these wheels make water and grain?
No, they turn from the wind.
But what are they
Do
doing
what?
with the wind?
They're probably doing all sorts of things. Like making energy. I don't know where the energy goes.
Are there people in them?
Are there people in these windmills, or are they just windmills that are set up?
You're not 100% certain. You're pretty sure that they're basically just like tall poles. Like thinking like wind farms as we know it. Like they're basically just a tall pole with like a propeller that just keeps cycling. Some sort of a engine.
I mean, I really don't think anyone's in there. They might be, or they might have to go up there, but I'm really not a scientist or anything. I believe a scientist would know. My brother would know about it.
Oh, your brother. Is he a scholarly one as well?
Yes.
Wow, it runs in the family. What about your mother, your father?
I guess you could say they're scholars too.
Just out of curiosity, did you want to be like the rest of your family, or did you kind of get guided that direction?
Suppose, in my own way, that I studied music.
Right, yeah. I suppose that makes sense with your natural talent, or not so natural talent.
Anyways, Grimsby.
So you've probably been walking and talking here for a little bit.
Yeah.
And by the time it's starting to get to the point where it's getting kind of late, you do start to see the edge of the town. Oh, excuse me. And like you've been kind of walking through more and more of these large pillars on sticks, and you do see occasionally like what looks like you can identify as like some sort of irrigation system of like feeding what we assume to be water from small little sources like wells and such. Kind of going up into the town and then also out towards the other cities. As you get closer, you see most of the houses have kind of like steepled roofs that seem to like designed to kind of break up the woods a little bit. Most of them are kind of like either made out of wood or some are made out of stone of some sort. Sandstone, possibly quarried stone. And as you start to walk into the town, you can, I'd say at this time of night, you could probably smell different people's dinners, possibly some fresh baked breads, and maybe some pies cooling on windowsills. There might be the smell of like smoking meats in the air as well. So you make your way in. Mostly, as you look around, you guys do kind of get a few looks, because most of the people you see around here seem to be human.
Yeah.
Hello! He waves at everyone they pass by.
They kind of give you a side eye and kind of quicken the pace a little bit.
After a few people kind of like wander off like that, he stops greeting people.
There's the occasional like halfling, maybe half elf. There's a lot of humans.
Lyra takes down her hair and covers her ears so she looks human again.
Alright. What would you guys like to do?
It smells wonderful. What is there? There must be food then, yes.
Oh, of course. So, let's see. So they finally out of town. My brain is going so slow.
It's okay.
You're good.
We could probably start winding down if you want to get towards an inn, because I know you're probably not feeling that great.
I'll be good for still a little while longer. Like I said, my brain is just a little slow.
It's okay. I'm starting to get a little tired myself. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
She'll probably be like, oh yeah, I'm sure we could find food, any number of places.
I think we just need one.
Well, one works just fine as well. She'll, go up to, whatever place and, one, try and get food, and two, try and find location for an inn nearby.
I'd say the first little, what you can tell is an inn or tavern that you come across is something called the Fluffy Retbach. Looks like a decent sized little inn.
Mhm.
And as you kind of
How
walk... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
How did the what's it called? The patrons of the inn look? Are they kind of shady? Are they townspeople?
They just look like regular townspeople.
Okay.
A bunch of people in there having dinner. Some having a few drinks. As you walk in, you do see behind the bar is looks like a female halfling that's kind of like wiping down the bar and taking orders, bringing out meals occasionally.
Lyra will like take a moment to like compose herself a little bit, and then also just immediately look like absolutely like freaking like she's just seen a terrible thing happen, and go up to the bar and just be like, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Yeah. What can I get you?
Oh, sorry, my friends and I have just had a very terrible last few days. I was trying to figure out where we are. We've just trekked through the desert. And trying to hold back tears a little bit. Really trying to sell, like...
Behind Lyra, the Goliath, with still his dried mascara.
Oh my god.
He openly starts, like, after watching Lyra for a second, he openly, but, like, just kind of quietly still, begins weeping behind her, like, holding his face.
I'm just trying to figure out where we are. We really just had to start walking, and I think we're in Stoniel, right?
Yeah, that's where you are.
Okay, good. Thank you. You have lodging here, correct?
Correct.
And food as well.
Oh, it's been so long.
And she'll turn and she's like, I know, we're safe now, we're safe.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Jesus Christ. Both of you roll deception checks.
I mean, it's not exactly false.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
It's like emotionally
Persuasion?
manipulative, but yeah.
Persuasion.
I'm just... you're laying it on pretty thick. I'm gonna say deception, straight rolls, both of you.
Straight rolls? Okay, I'm better at deception than persuasion.
Yeah, same. Oh, good boy!
So, yeah, you're kind of, your friend, you're kind of like, the little halfling woman kind of just staring at you and looks more towards Lyra and says, oh, of course, dear.
Elias is too big.
Yeah, go a little too far.
Yeah, the tears are
It's a little more
real.
concerning.
The
Yeah.
tears are real, but it's like, are they? You must be a pretty good actor, that sort of thing.
It's like when you break down in public and you're just like, I don't know if I want to like approach this person.
So, she says,
Awkward instead of looking a little scared. Like,
yes, we
you wanna
have
help.
rooms we can rent for the night, and meals, of course.
Oh, bless the Lord!
Thank you very much. And how much would that be for each room for the night?
That would be, say, five silver for a room, and you get 3 silver pieces for each for a meal.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your help figuring out where we are. And she'll assume that her and Gale will be sharing a room, and she's like, I'll pay for us. And we'll pull out 5 silver for the room, and then 6 silver for meals for both of them.
Alright. She kind of hands you a key and looks towards your friend, and then, you sweetie? She's kind of eyeing you, and then she notices, I think she about now notices the fairy and says, and are you with them as well?
Yeah. But me and the big Abby together, and I flip her the gold coin that I stole from him earlier.
She
The
kind of
tears
like
definitely like pause for a second as the Goliath just gives Quentin a quizzical
Sweetie.
look before turning to a big smile. Before then turning
Keep the
back to
change. I
crying.
grab the Goliath by the ear and start dragging him toward. I fly up, grab the Goliath by the ear, and start dragging him towards the table.
Oh, my ear!
she kind of like takes the coin and then brushes off, start making meals, and actually, I guess she kind of and eventually brings out your meals and brings out your guys' room key because you kind of wandered off pretty quick. And yeah, because I'm starting to get tired. I think we might end that there as you guys kind of finish your meals and head up to bed unless any conversations you want to have we can have next session because I'm tired. I can't do long sessions anymore.
Let's remind me that we're still at the table because I do want to ask the halfling young lady some questions before we go to bed.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Friend, you just had to lay it on too thick.
I 100% already ended the stream, but this is great. I love it. It's fine. Yeah, there's always a little. Yeah, I love the in character. It's great. Who am I rating? I'll go right back. Why not? One of these times I'll be able to do longer sessions again. This whole working thing, man.
Make it more profitable to let work.
Yeah. That's good.